Hello, Exactians. Welcome to the Chat Over Chai series, where we get the opportunity to understand exact leadership beyond the confines of work. Today, we have with us our very dynamic CEO, Aarti Vaishnav. Aarti, a very good morning to you, and thank you for making time to chat with us.
Of course, I'm very happy to be here.
Aarti, we want to understand you as a regular person. So, we'll start with the very basic. Can you tell us what your day normally looks like?
Well, normal has been very different during the lockdown. So I'll tell you what my day normally looks like during lockdown.
Mhm,
Typically, we both Kunal and I wake up at 6 a.m.
mhm,
Our calls start at 6 a.m. Mansi, who organizes all my calls, she feels really bad about setting up 6 a.m. calls, but that's normal for us.
Yeah.
We start our calls at 6, and my calls go on until 3 p.m.
Wow.
Kunal calls goes until 6 p.m.
Oh.
But then we try to put the computer away and our phone away and um, try to do normal day to day stuff. Like,
Mhm,
I have always enjoyed cooking,
mhm,
but have not been able to do it over the last few years. So after my calls are done, I'll go into the kitchen, I'll cook something for the family.
mhm.
We spend more time with Leo, who is our new dog. He's now 11 months old.
Oh.
Um, we definitely go for a 1 hour walk. So
Uh-huh.
for all of you who know us, Kunal and I have been competitors in chief all our life, starting from what percentage point who got what marks in our engineering college 25 years ago versus whose MBA project was better, etc. And now that competition has translated into who can put on more steps on the Fitbit. So that's great. So we go out for a walk every day, and then we found this new found love for board games. So there is
Wow.
this board game called Sequence
Mhm.
that I think we have played every single day since lockdown started,
Wow.
and can try to compete over that too.
Mhm.
Kunal thinks he's the better player. I think I'm the better player, but Anushka beats us hands down. So that's been our days during lockdown.
Mhm.
Um, Kunal and I have been married for 20 years,
Mhm.
and before lockdown, Kunal and I would have crazy travel schedules as part of Exact.
Mhm.
I was in India for a month before I came back, and just in time because I flew back on March 13th, and lockdown was imposed on March 15th onwards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm back here with Kunal and Anushka, but our travel schedules have been so crazy with Exact. Not only traveling to India, but traveling to clients, conferences, etc. Before Kunal started working with Exact, he used to work at Deloitte, where he was a consultant and had to travel a lot. So he would be gone Monday to Thursday.
Mhm.
So, my point is, in the 20 years of our marriage, this is the first time Kunal, me, and Anushka have spent 2 months together without any one of us ever having to leave the house.
So
So,
Anushka must be very happy about that.
Anushka is thrilled. She has school from home, and
Right.
first thing in the morning, every single day, she will send me her calendar for the day. Mommy, I
Mhm.
am busy from 8:30 to 9:30 with
Mhm.
English class, and then I have my history class at 10 o'clock, and then I have my project due at 12 o'clock, etc. So she has a busy day too. But
Mhm.
she also gets done at 3. So we're both like looking at each other at 3 o'clock, and we start playing our board games right away. Um,
Nice.
and so it's been fun. One of the fun things that we did during lockdown was watching the Mahabharat series.
Mhm.
Anushka watched it when she was a kid. She's now 15, so she thinks she
Right.
was a kid. She thinks she's no longer a kid now. But they started Mahabharat in India, and my mom was talking about it with me, and so we decided we were going to do it here as well. And
Mhm.
so we sat down, and over the span of like 8 days, we watched all 99 episodes
Wow.
of. So we drove Kunal crazy, but it was a lot.
Right. Okay. So you said you play Sequence, and that's one of your favorite games in the lockdown. Tell us a bit more about Sequence.
Oh, Sequencer is this card game, and I've already ordered sample. I mean, a board game for the Pune office and the same one for Baroda office.
Oh,
Um,
cute.
it's a card game where you're supposed to take a new card, and depending on, you have six cards in your hand. You play one of the cards, and the goal of the game is who can make three sequences of five on the board game.
Okay.
One of these days we will show you online
Mhm.
how we play it, but it's a lot of fun.
Sounds good. Great. Okay. Um, so yes, so the lockdown has been something very unexpected for all of us, and we have been able to, slow down a bit. You said your travel has gone down. You get to spend a lot of time together. Obviously, it's given all of us a chance to reflect. So, in this time, have you been able to reflect on some of the biggest learnings that you've had in your life as a professional, also on a personal front? What have been your learnings that this period has allowed you to have?
Yeah, actually, as most of you know, I'm a big reader. I like to read books. I like to listen to books. When I'm traveling, when I'm by myself, I'm always filling in my day with tidbits. My favorite thing to do with Anushka is watch TED Talks. So, all in all, I try to read as much as I can during the day.
Mhm.
But during lockdown, I've kind of put that aside for a while.
Mhm.
And I haven't been reading books. I haven't been listening to books. I've, in fact, tried to do things I've never been able to do otherwise. Um, I'll send you a picture of the painting that I did. I don't know if Mayuri's already shared it. Actually, I saw it on
She
her.
has, yes.
You guys saw one of the paintings I did.
Yes.
Anushka and I were just talking about starting to paint again. I've been painting since I was a 6-year-old kid, but then I
Wow.
gave up painting while I was trying to help run Exat and stuff like that. And during lockdown, it gave me the opportunity to dust off all my brushes and bring them off. Um, we've been painting more things. I'll be sending you pictures of that as well. So that's something I've done instead of reading.
Mhm.
Also, when I read, I tend to read business books.
Mhm.
What strategy do you need? How do you compete? How do you do this? How do you do that? And the little that I've read during lockdown has all been about autobiographies of people. So I've gone back to books that I've read in the past.
Mhm.
I read back Steve Jobs' book. I've read Michelle Obama's Becoming. I read Obama's book. I read Oprah's book that where she talks about all the things she's learned in her life, etc. So I tried to read less than I typically do, and when I did read, I read more of autobiographies because it felt like I was having a chat with some of those people instead of really listening to these are the 5-step processes you do to ensure this and to ensure that, and
Yeah.
that that's been a change for me.
Yeah. So what have which one of these books have you enjoyed the most?
Oh, Becoming is one of my favorite books.
Mhm.
I recommend all of you to read it. It's been a very popular book on the US. I know in India also a lot. Becoming is Michelle's been so raw, so real, and it talks not only about her accomplishments and her struggles as a first lady, but also personally her relationship with her husband, her relationship with her kids, her struggles in becoming a parent, and everything. And it's very, very relatable, very, very in, and she kind of talks about one specific part about the book that I loved, and I kind of have heard it again and again, is when Michelle Obama became a lawyer. She was always a very driven person. So she went to school, she got good grades, she went to Harvard, she became a lawyer. And then after she became a lawyer, she got a really good job in Chicago. She
Mhm.
did that job for 2 years, and then she when she was coming back from one of her business trips, her mom was picking her up. And during that conversation, Michelle tried to explain to her mom that she was thinking about quitting her job because it wasn't fulfilling enough for her.
Mhm.
And her mom, who had spent all her life working because Michelle's dad was disabled, and so the mom had to work as well as help run the family. Her mom looked at Michelle, not even understanding what that fulfillment at work would mean,
Mhm.
and her struggle in trying to relate the two realities of her life, where a big time or a big phase of her life was
Mhm.
all about being able to survive, and then
Mhm.
the second phase of her life was all about finding meaning in
Right.
um, what she was doing. And I could relate with it because when we started doing running or started exact, for the first few years it was just about, will we make it, is
Mhm.
it going
Mhm.
to be sustainable?
Right.
And knowing that 97% of startups fail, we
Mhm.
knew that our odds were not great. We knew
Mhm.
we had to do something, we had to prioritize survival over everything else. And
Mhm.
so that's what we did. And then as Exact started becoming a favorite product, or the Steps product became the favorite in the marketplace. It became the leading product. We had a bigger team. We were sustainable. I would hear Exact being referred to in a lot of RFPs that
Mhm.
universities threw out. We would get people to reach out to us. And one of the investors we were talking to actually ended up asking me one time, saying, how does it feel to run a company that's not a startup anymore? And
Mhm.
when I thought about it, I'm like, not a startup anymore. To me, Exact has always been a startup. That's kind of
Yeah.
the DNA of the company. Is we work like it's a startup. So
Yeah.
trying to like kind of change Exact's orientation from just being able to survive to being able to excel in our
Right.
area and be the leader and have that ownership of Exact's product is the premium product in the marketplace,
Mhm.
and we are the ones that's setting the tone of what other products will follow. It has
Mhm.
been an tremendously enjoyable journey.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're so excited to be a part of the journey as well. And congratulations to you on building Exact. It's very
It's
exciting to see
I
it
have
grow.
As Exact grows, I have less and less of a role to play with its success.
Right.
It's the teamwork, and
Yeah.
Kunal and I always keep talking about it. Or even during lockdown, without lockdown, we keep talking about how happy we are to have a team, or how blessed we are to have a team that will put Exact as their child, as their and so attached to the company, are so dedicated to giving it their best. And lockdown has only proven that to be the case, and has shined the light on all of the employees, all the teams across the board, whether it is US or Pune team or the Baroda team, have gone out of their way to do their best in making sure that there is nothing that um, gets left out because we are not in our office.
Hmm.
US team, as you know, has always worked from home and they're used to working from home. But even for them, the lockdown has been very different. Like
Right.
working from home is one thing, and not being able to step a foot out of your house is another thing.
Hmm.
Whereas for the India team, everything has changed.
Hmm.
Uh, Not being in a single office like the Pune team was working on, and I'm so thrilled that tomorrow our first client goes live on
Yeah.
V4. But they had to do an integrated release while not being in an integrated office. And
Yeah.
so it was like an unbelievable feat that the Pune team has pulled off. At the same time, Baroda team had to go back to their homes, settle down, figure out how they were going to. They had just gone through a big transition
Hmm.
of in a hub setup
Hmm.
where their team structures had changed, their organization had changed, their processes had changed. And before that, had even 3 years of working in that setup, office structure was all changed. They were all at home. And they had to support our clients, not only our existing clients, but all of our clients, and not only like business as usual,
Mhm.
but all our clients needed more support.
Mhm.
So all of a sudden, they were not in an integrated office, they were not next to each other, they were not in familiar territory, and their
Mhm.
workload had just doubled.
Right.
And till date, it's been like two months in lockdown. We've not seen our um, like our rate of closing tickets go down
Mhm.
at all.
Mhm.
And that's a testimony to the leadership, to the teams, to individual heroics and dedication.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yes, we have had, the lockdown has been a challenge on so many fronts for so many people, and we've adapted very successfully, if I may say so. What have been some of your challenges during the lockdown, and how have you been able to overcome it?
um I mean, not traveling was the biggest change for us, but other
Mhm.
than that, um we didn't really have a very big challenge.
Mhm. Mhm.
um Fortunately, in the US, the lockdown was not as severe, so we were able to go out with full gear with our masks and gloves and sanitizers, but we were able to go out to the grocery stores. Kunal was able to go to the bank to check how many new checks had come in. We would go deposit those and things like that. So we were able to go out. We couldn't go get a haircut. We couldn't take our Leo for his grooming. We
Mhm.
couldn't go to a concert or go to a restaurant. But instead, we shifted to barbecuing and eating by the poolside, or
Nice.
experimenting. Anushka has become a baker during
Wow.
this time. Loves baking. She'll bake
Uh-huh.
things and then we'll send it to our friends' homes to help them cheer up their mood.
Mhm.
Um, we don't have help as all of you do, but
Mhm.
Kunal pitches in, Anushka pitches in. Anushka is the dishwasher,
Mhm.
has the task of loading the dishwasher in the house. So
Mhm.
we all pitch in and
Yeah.
do the work, and it's actually not been that big of a challenge.
Right.
We've actually enjoyed the slow months and the slow days and weeks that we've had.
Yes.
We are fortunate. As most of you know, we've just moved from Los Angeles to New Jersey, and so this is our first spring here.
Mhm.
And spring and the months of March, April, May are beautiful, beautiful months here,
Mhm.
where
Mhm.
you have all the trees that have been barren for the entire winter start getting their new leaves, and by this time you can see it's all
Yes.
flushed with green, new fresh green leaves. But the
Yes.
whole month of March, April, May, new flowers would come up. We would walk around our neighborhood and start spotting, hey mommy, look at that purple flower, hey look at that pink tree, the whole tree looks white. And so thankfully the nature has been beautiful
Mhm.
here. Both me and Anushka are like crazy nature fans, and we love
Yes.
like, spending time in the outdoors.
Uh-huh.
And so that's been fun. We've
Mhm.
gone gotten flowers for the garden, and anyone of our any everybody who knows our family knows it's a very very competitive family. So we'll go into the nursery to get
Uh-huh.
flowers for the garden.
Mhm.
And then we're still competing. Hey, look, mommy, the flowers I picked have more flowers on it. The ones that daddy picked are not blooming as much, and things like that. But
Yeah.
it's all been a really, really good time for us. So it's almost like a
Right.
blessing in disguise.
Right.
Yes, our normal life has changed, but what we are doing and what we are going through has been more than what we could have asked for.
Awesome. Awesome. And
The
it sounds like
Think about it. The challenge has not been so much on the personal side.
Mhm.
Family wise, as I said, this is the first time in 20 years that we've been together for such a long time. So we count our blessings there.
Mhm.
But emotionally, it has been difficult.
Mhm. Mhm.
The fact that we had to ask our employees to have pay cuts for 3 months during this lockdown period. And we know how difficult that can be on all the employees. So, knowing that you're having to do everything to cut cost, it's different when you're cutting cost on travel, you're cutting cost on training, you're cutting cost on other things that matter to you. But it's very, very different when you have to have your employees who are putting in everything that they have not be able to take their full salary home. So for me, that has been the most difficult part of this whole thing is
Right.
knowing that I'm not able to make magic happen where we don't have to have our employees pay that kind of cost during this crisis.
Mhm.
If there was one thing I could change, that is the one thing I would
That's the one
want.
thing. Right. 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 So I think overall you've showed us how you are coping, and you've also talked about the challenges very openly and honestly with us, and really appreciate that. What message would you like to give the Exact family during the lockdown, and for months to come? I think the effect of the lockdown will stay with us for a while. So in this scenario, what message do you have to for the Exact family?
Yeah. So as as all of you know, the one thing that has um, been on my mind for this whole time is how am I going to deal with the uncertainty of what the of us. I have to deal with the now and today's situation. What are we doing with our release? What are we doing with our client support? What are we doing with our onboarding? But I also have the responsibility of making sure that no matter what the consequences of COVID are, that I've kind of thought through these things, discussed with the board of advisors, and made plans so that Exact as a company can be sustainable. But there are just so many ifs and buts. And um, in the early part of this crisis, I drove myself, the advisors, and all the other people in the executive team crazy because I was trying to control a situation that was not controllable.
Mhm.
And I've I've learned since then to take a step back and say there has been no parallel to this in the modern history.
Mhm.
No company has a playbook for this.
Mhm.
And I can't control what I can't control.
Mhm.
And that is probably something I hope I can take with me as a leader, as an individual past this COVID crisis and
Mhm.
learn to deal with uncertainty better than what I have in the past. We all always want certainty in our life, whether it is selecting our job, we want, or selecting our career. We want to go into careers that are certain. We want to go into or take up jobs that have certainty associated with it. When it comes to relationships, we want to be with people where we know that we'll have a more stable life with these people, etc. So
Yes.
every human tendency is to want to assure that
Mhm.
things will be okay in the future.
Mhm.
And as a leader, you need to assure that not only for yourself, but for the people who are putting their trust in you.
Mhm.
And so I take that responsibility very seriously. And I've always wanted to make sure that even as a startup, when we do bets, we don't risk the survival of the people that are in the company. So I've always played safe,
Right.
as safe as I can in
Mhm.
terms of running a startup. I've always tried to be more cautious. I've always tried to ensure that Exact as an entity will survive no matter what happens.
Mhm.
And that was something that I considered to be my prime responsibility as a leader. And
Mhm.
that's why the first few weeks when COVID came out of nowhere, and it kind of started questioning everything we were doing or we had in plans. It was very difficult for me to figure out how to live with that uncertainty. But
Mm-hmm.
the last 2 months have have shown that you can only control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
You can't control what you don't know in the future. And instead of trying to control the future, you just plan for today and make yourself better and invest in your strengths and know that you have the ability as a company, as an organization, as a team to
Mm-hmm.
deal with whatever life has in store for you. And so I
Right.
hope we all can take that out of the situation. Is instead of focusing on the outcome, we focus on ourselves and our own abilities to deal with it.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful message, and yeah, I think yeah, it will really help to just focus on ourselves and control what we can, and what is out of control is out of control.
Yeah.
So Aarti, thank you for the candid chat. Thank you for your time,
Oh,
and we look forward to connecting with you again with a short series of questions.
absolutely, absolutely.
And
And anyone who hasn't drank the chai that Kunal makes these days, put it on your list of things to do. Is when you guys come over to US and come see us here, make Kunal make you chai.
awesome,
All
cool.
right. Thank
All
you,
right,
everyone.
thank you, Aarti.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Thanks, bye.